At high schools across the country this fall, when the bell rings to end class, it's not the noisy, chaotic scene we may remember.
I'll watch everyone kind of silently stand, be on their phone, immediately have their AirPods in, and just kind of walk out quietly.
We sat down with Ali Bakai, instructional lead and advanced placement coordinator at Yorktown High School in Arlington, Virginia, along with English teacher Troy Olson and social studies teachers Ryan Zito and Elizabeth Kadat.
How many of you have had to talk to students every single day about a device issue?
Because sometimes they don't even register that they have it out. It's just so instinctual.
Do you get tired of having to watch for phones?
Yeah, it's not what we went to school for. It's not what I want to do. I want to teach.
How often do you see kids with their phones out?
Every day, constantly.
Every period?
Every period. It's half of your instructional time.
If I have to constantly remind you about your phone, that is breaking down my ability to connect with you.
What about earphones, AirPods?
They're just so easy.
One in, one's in the case.
What are they listening to? Music?
Even if they're not listening to anything, they don't realize that that comes across as rude or disrespectful.
A Pew Research survey last year found 72% of U.S. high school teachers say cell phone distraction is a major problem in the classroom. As of this fall, at least 11 states have moved to ban or restrict cell phone use in public school classrooms. Virginia is one of them. In Arlington, a new policy this fall says high school students cannot use phones during all instructional periods.
What do you think about high schoolers not being able to have their phone on during class?
Love it.
I mean, I think it's great.
I think it'd be difficult to enforce, but I think it would be helpful.
We need buy-in not just from teachers, but from the families as well.
They're all concerned about the long-term impact phones are having on learning.
If devices didn't exist and students were picking up books instead of Instagram reels, maybe they would be reading and building a level of vocabulary that we're not seeing when they walk into our environment.
We do kind of a brief survey of, on average, how much do we spend on our phone a day, and roughly our class average is about 7 hours.
In his 7 years of teaching, Mr. Olson says students' attention spans have changed.
They can't focus on something that isn't, 60 seconds or less. It's got to be fast and quick and punchy.
Many of them, I find in my AP classes, want to engage with the tasks that I'm giving them, but need so much more support to a degree that students in the past just didn't seem to need.
They do see positives of phones. Students socialize and find community on their devices, and ultimately, they're realistic.
Phones aren't going to go away. Finding ways to educate kids around proper use and responsible use may be better.
I asked our group if they get pushback from parents, and interestingly, they all said they've generally found support from parents around enforcing cell phone rules in class.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.